Svaria crying about YouTube's banning his videos.
Yo, as some of you guys noticed, my response to Rehab Room has been removed by YouTube. And of course, the reason is hate speech.
Did we react to his video? No, we reacted to Rehab's Room's video reacting to Sfarage. I don't know if I guess he made a response back. So I didn't see Sfarage's video, but I'm assuming he said probably some retarded racist nonsense. Like certain races having bad genes or something, because I remember Rehab Room made a point saying if height is mostly determined through nutrition and not genes, and eating raw meat will make you taller, why are the Japanese so short on average compared to Americans when they eat like a ton of raw fish and shit? And then I would bet you Sfarage ended up saying some racist nonsense about like certain cultures of people. And saying like, they have inferior genetics and they have all made themselves retarded because they eat rice and vegetables. The Japanese people are now a people that are retarded and have small penises and have a lower average height and IQ because they like to eat too many vegetables along with their carbohydrate rice shit. So that probably is what did it. I'm assuming. Because that's exactly something you'd say. Thanks for the...
I thought that I could get away with this hateful video about nutrition and genetics, but unfortunately, they found out. What is wrong with this platform? The irony is that at the start of the video I said that there's a lot of censorship on YouTube, and then they end up removing a video about nutrition and genetics. Is that why they removed it? I'm just really trying to figure it out, but I can't. I uploaded it on Rumble. You can watch it if you didn't finish it yet, or if... Hi guys, as requested.
Holy fuck, this is an hour. Hour 22 minutes. Oh, he was promoting eugenics, I think.
Who simply grew up on different food. That says everything. And this family, I'm sure that he watched it, he just left it out on purpose, who had completely different children because of what some of them ate. You need to watch my video. Oh man, so this... Such jaws and teeth formations never used to exist. Actually, I was also asking my mother if anybody had braces when she went to school. That must have been in the 70s. She said nobody had braces. That doesn't mean that everybody had perfect teeth, obviously. 50.
Yeah, braces are fucking expensive, dude. Like, aren't braces like 10 grand or something? What's the average cost? I remember it at least used to be really high. Without insurance. Average cost of braces. Yeah, it's between 3,000 to 7,000. And if this was in the 1970s, it probably was more expensive. Because like less technological advancement and shit. But yeah, it's because braces are expensive.
50 years ago, the diets were already pretty bad after World War II, but still nobody had stuff up until the 90s. And then the teeth and the jaws just got worse and worse. what happened? Like, what's his explanation, I wonder? 7 feet, or who cares? Very tall.
Could someone...
Obviously, there were always tall humans, you do understand that. And a lot of populations have also become taller over the last 100 years. But some, of course, also stay the same. It just depends.
What's your ideal woman?
On who you're looking at. I don't know what this chart is about. Maybe he will mention it. Oh, British. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. British males. But you could already see in the video, which he probably won't include, that British males had different heights depending on which school they went to, what they ate. If they came from wealthier families or just went to typical slave schools. All schools are.
Sverige is just a retarded liar.
Slave schools, but you get what I mean. Already back then, they had much different heights, and there were a lot of people who were much taller.
Or likewise, I can give you another example. The Japanese people should have stronger jaw and forward growth compared to other nations. They should be taller. They are still eating plenty of raw fish. I mean, their national food is literally raw fish. Sushi and sashimi. Sushi and sashimi shops are dime a dozen, sold in every corner, every grocery store. So there is not some high-status, rich people's food in Japan. Then you have another well-known example.
That's it. That's the only point he's making about jaws. But the Japanese have a different phenotype altogether. You do understand that, right? Like, what does he mean by sharp jaws exactly? It's hard to understand what exactly he's trying to say here. You can have a sharper...
He's literally supporting the opposing argument right now. Like, he's pointing out the Japanese are shorter in stature, have more feminine facial features, and Sverige is admitting...
what happened?
And Sverige is admitting this is due to genetic reasons, not because of their diet.
Jaw if you simply lose some body fat. But if he means a different kind of phenotype jaw, then you can't have...
I don't think Sverige knows what phenotype is.
That because your whole population just doesn't have that naturally. Like, you can never achieve that because it's not in your genetic code as a phenotype itself.
Eskimos, right? By that logic, Eskimos and Japanese should have the strongest forward growth.
No, not at all. The Eskimos... Again, genetically, naturally, the phenotype itself, that's how all of them look like, don't have such faces. Does he not understand that there's different races on this earth, or what? So weird, such a weird video.
Strongest mandibles. They should be taller than anyone else. By this logic...
No, not at all. This is the consensus in the whole scientific community. Give me an argument against it, but everybody agrees that the Eskimos are pretty short. They can be even 1 meter 50, 60 tall, only because they live in super harsh climates. You can see right here, it's incredibly cold. You could even see in the videos that their cheeks are very red when they are outside. They live in pretty much the harshest climate on Earth, at least they used to. And that's why their bodies adapted to the cold, and they are very short to conserve the heat, because the taller your body is, the easier it is for you to lose the heat. You can't survive in such climates.
So he's admitting all of these physical features he's talking about are genetic, not due to eating raw meat. Revived cock.
That's what it means. That's it. Everybody understands this. Again, is he being dishonest, or has he never simply looked into it? Who knows? And also, I will switch to my video again. Look at his face. Come on. Have you seen that anywhere today? They had insanely well-developed faces because of the food they ate, perfectly proving my point.
This looks like a person. This guy looks like any Asian dude you'd meet at a library.
Should be getting shorter and uglier. If the
Yes, they are. In some places they aren't. For example, in Japan, they had the meat banned. More specifically, the beef, but also other meats. In different regions, it was a complicated topic, but for the most part, it was over 1,000 years. They were very malnourished. Of course, some people secretly
Japan never banned meat.
ate their chickens, fish, whatever they could find, but they did get to consume eggs and whatnot, and they somehow survived. But the population was very malnourished, and since then, the height has been increasing in Japan, perfectly proving the point. Why would it increase if they start eating their raw meat? The Japanese probably eat a lot of raw meat because of how malnourished they were. Rehab room, just to...
No. Japanese height has followed the same trend as every other country. It's gone up and then it's just leveled out.
Bound himself with the Japanese, actually, without real difference. They also did, even if they didn't, what does it matter? They didn't grow up vegan. You understand it, right? They would look completely different. Feed the child whatever they want, and they're just gonna look a certain way. I mean, is that what posted? Because European ancestors, I think French or whatever, something. Yeah, obviously, because everybody before they get malnourished. And this guy, from what he has said, grew up on a lot of bread, noodles, just basically nothing. He is basically the perfect example of somebody who has pretty alright genes, but gets the worst kind of food. Then your body grows.
Okay, I'm actually surprised that video got taken down by YouTube. I was thinking he was going to be promoting eugenics or some retarded shit like that, but that was pretty tame. Maybe some like sensitive people took some of the stuff the wrong way.